Holy shit! The hands that resist them. This is gonna be interesting talking about a painting, bro.
Yeah, our first one, but there are a number of
Hear my
paintings that
voice.
are. Yes, we can hear your voice.
Yeah, we can.
There are a number of paintings that are, reported as haunted or cursed or whatever. So this is the first one that we're gonna do, and yes, very interesting history on this.
Oh, I can't wait to hear your history.
It's crazy, bro.
Satan. My name is Michael.
Almost as crazy as Satan. But yeah, man.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting because I wasn't sure where paintings were gonna go, but I'm
A
ready.
fair.
I'm ready to jump into this, especially with the long 2 weeks that we didn't go.
I know. Yeah. That's my bad. But
No, that is not your bad, bro. That is definitely not your bad. Family always before everything else. So
family before everything else. But yeah, the intro is not there either, so it's loading right now. So we can talk for another minute. It's
Don't go.
No, we're not going. We're staying here.
oh, there's my love. She's on there. Hello, my love.
What is up? Yay. And don't forget Caveman.
Yeah, is Caveman in here? Oh, yeah, well, I saw
Caveman said hit the like button. He popped in earlier. He popped in about 45 minutes ago or so.
Yeah, my wife's out there with some friends.
Oh, awesome.
Doing a burn
yeah,
right now.
Caveman and Corey's here.
Corey,
I wanted to say that, just in case John forgot. Corey's in the house.
I know it's been 2 weeks, but I still practice.
Okay, good. You still okay. Corey Reed. Corey Reed.
Corey Wilkie.
But yeah, Caveman just got out of the hospital. So Caveman, heal up, brother. I know he's gonna be like stuck in his house for a few weeks.
Oh damn.
Probably stuck in his room. I don't think he's gonna be able to move for a while.
Damn.
But Caveman, we wish you all the best, brother. And
yeah,
if you're still on here, we love you. We want to make sure that you're good.
Sorry to hear, man. That sucks.
Yeah, we've been keeping tabs on him over at Faces for Radio for the last couple weeks just to make sure. He was okay.
Oh, he got hit with the bat. He really does practice. see, the wife will tell you.
He really does practice. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. All right, the intro is ready to go.
All right,
are you ready?
I am ready, bro. I am ready.
All right,
let's get this going.
Let's do this. The Spirits with Spirits podcast in 5, 4, 3, 2. Spirits with Spirits.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We forgot to take off the thumbnail.
Thumbnail.
We are spiritual spirits. We are a little out of practice, taking a long break there. It was only a week off. But I am your host for Ghosts, John Watkins, and everybody knows and loves the great technical director, Mr.
Children
David
want to
Lowe.
speak.
Uh,
That just that I see you like really.
that's my I gotta turn my notifications down, but that is now what it says when I get a text message.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I was like hearing something. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" But yes, I am the technical director. I have a migraine. It is not a good day for me.
Oh,
But
ouch.
I am here. I got everything done. I just didn't start it at the right time. That is fucking freaky.
Imagine that at 3 o'clock in the morning when you're sleeping.
I bet. Yep. Even your wife is like, that's creepy.
Yeah. My email notification is just as creepy. I was like, oh, I want some creepy sounds when people text me and whatnot.
I want to send you an email right now. Speaking of creepy, Bill is in the house. What is up, Bill? It's good to see you, my friend.
I'm the one.
I'm the one you didn't invite.
Bill, you know you always have an open invitation.
You were always invited, my brother. So, in fact, you know you've been coming on here pretty regularly. I would like to have you come on the show.
Yeah.
And we want to interview you. This is something we've been talking about for a while.
Yeah.
We want to interview you for the show and just talk about the technical devices and things like that. And
I mean,
experiences Dave, you've had.
Dave, he is published. I mean,
I know he's published.
I mean,
so I'm not saying it would be like a fluff piece, but no, I'm like, I'm saying that it would be a legit interview.
Oh
yeah, I definitely want to pick his brain. Get with me whenever. Give you my email and Facebook.
Yeah. I think he sent it once.
Now, unfortunately, though, our days are changing. So
yes, big change. Days are gonna change.
Somebody had to get a new job.
I know I had to shave all this off.
Somebody had to just shave off his beard and leave the porn stash.
Yeah.
Someone had to change his days off.
All right.
Yeah. So look for us to move to Monday nights.
Yeah.
Starting not next week, but
my name is Walter.
The 25th. Hi, Walter. It's good to see you.
25th. Yeah.
So the 25th will be our next show.
So we'll kind of extend. We'll have a little longer week. Going in from today to next week, but gotta pay the bills, Dave. Gotta pay
the bills, and then unfortunately we will be out for Easter week.
Yes.
That is a funeral for my mother-in-law, and for those of you that are aware, my mother-in-law recently passed away. So rest in peace, Judy. It was a very sudden thing that happened, but she was with her entire family. We were all there. They brought her home, and she passed away the next day. So that's the funeral is going to be the 29th, and then it's a Catholic family, so there's rosaries for like ever.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So and with the inclusion of Easter in there.
Yeah, with Easter in there and seeing family and stuff, we're just going to skip that week.
Yeah.
Pick it back up. Okay. Pick it back. Mine said okay.
Okay.
And pick it back up on the 8th of April. So we're going to do after today, we'll do a show. Our alien event show will be on the 25th, and then we will pick it up back with haunted locations on April 8th.
Yeah. It'll be good. It'll be good. I mean, I hate saying that because we're talking about a funeral and everything, but I guess maybe I'm a little different. I always believe when you go to those things, you celebrate the life and not mourn the loss.
Yes.
So hopefully Everybody gets to share really good stories of Mama June and enjoy their time that they have with each other, even though it's for a not the greatest thing in the world.
What's your name?
Uh,
That's fun. I'm Dave.
yeah, I'm John. This Dave, but yeah, changing days. Bad stuff happens,
Can you hear it?
and Dave's got a migraine.
Yeah. Dave's got a migraine. It's been getting worse and worse all day. I am almost afraid to open my alcohol tonight. Because that usually does not help.
Mm.
But my liquor of choice tonight is the Arizona hard green tea.
Oh, I've heard those are pretty decent.
Which I did like. They're not that strong, so I think I am going to drink it and see how I feel. I also OD'd on ibuprofen. So so my kidneys are failing, but I'm here to do the show.
Oh,
What do you got drinking tonight, bro? Ooh, that's nice.
I'm drinking what was given, and that would be the Corona.
Corona.
Yeah, not a big fan of the Corona, but I didn't pay for it, so I'm gonna drink it.
Yeah. Corona is Spanish
Please
for
listen.
horse piss, by the way, just so you know.
Yes.
Because that's what it tastes like. You have to do lime and salt with that. You have to. Otherwise it tastes like ass.
I just pop the top and pour it down the gullet, dude.
I understand, bro. I get it. I know, because you saw me with the Dos Equis and stuff. I was doing stuff to it.
Oh yeah.
Because Dos Equis isn't bad, but even that's gotta get just a little bit. I'm into the flavor enhancement. I go for that.
Oh,
speaking of flavor, what is up, Reed? Reed's in the house.
Excedrin migraine.
Excedrin migraine does wonders for my one-sided headbangers. Okay, Excedrin migraine.
My name is Frank.
Hi, Frank. Excedrin migraine and Tylenol extra strength are the exact same thing, and I actually took 3 of those before I took the 4 Advil. So yeah. Estrella Jalisco and a cigar. Que bueno. That's nice.
Good cigar.
I don't do cigar, but I've always wanted to try the Estrella.
I've heard those that Estrella is actually pretty good.
Oh, speaking of which, Reed, I didn't know you were going to be on tonight, but I bought a 6-pack of Pacifico, and that is planned for the 25th. So I'm going to do Pacifico next week.
A little Pacifico for the aliens.
Yeah, a little Pacifico for the alien events. I think that's going to be nice.
Yeah.
Children around you.
Oh, nice.
All right.
And Frank evidently is still at my house.
Frank is well, Francis is the one that followed us from Disney Park.
Francis, that's right.
Maybe Francis had a transition surgery. I don't know.
Maybe
Francis is like, I want to be called Frank now. Okay, Frank, that's fine.
I figured it would probably be a little easier in the paranormal world than it is in the physical.
You could just go, I'm a man, I'm a woman, and just take
26 is my birthday. Good choice.
All right. Happy birthday, brother. Nice.
So when I sing happy birthday, it'll be to Corey.
Probably. knowing your luck. I was like, did you just fuck that up on purpose? Yeah, you did.
Eleanor.
Quickly, Eleanor. Quickly.
Well, let's quickly
go into the hands resistant painting.
Collapse.
Because I am a fan of this painting, bro. I want to own this painting.
You have to May for me. I'm wait for me.
For me.
Okay, I'm like, I don't May what? May Mother May I don't know. But no, my birthday's in May also. So
yep.
In fact, we usually do something pretty special for the end of May.
Birthday.
Yeah. I gotta figure out what that is. I gotta start thinking about that.
And we always have my birthday off because that's when we take summer break. That's why we do
Dad.
those
Your birthday's
Hi.
August. Yeah. And then of course now we have both of our anniversaries in
Now
July.
we got
So
both of our anniversaries in July. I mean, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
it's gonna be great.
But yeah,
It's gonna be great. Your first anniversary, brother.
Is your 30th.
And it's my 30th.
That's
pretty awesome.
that is pretty awesome.
It's pretty awesome. And what was it? A few years ago with Piper, my granddaughter, it was her first birthday, and it was my 50th in the same month. We're 2 weeks apart.
That's right.
Annoying.
I guess that's annoying. The ghosts don't like that. All right, let's talk about the hands resistant painting.
Yeah, I think I want to own this painting. You know, the more I look at it, I'm like, I want this in my house.
This is interesting. But let's say we take a look at the history of this painting and its artists. And also, I guess the important thing is the story behind the painting. That was really interesting.
Yes.
And also, this
can
is
scare you.
the first one in a series. So let's take a look at the history of the hands resistant painting as John's phone again continues to creep me out. All right, check this out.
I'm a woman.
The hands resistant painting was created by Bill Stoneham in 1972. It features a boy and a female doll standing in front of a glass paneled door, with several hands pressing against it. As we look into the history of this painting, we must also look at the story behind it. The boy in the painting is based on a photograph of Stoneham when he was 5 years old, and the glass door behind him is to symbolize the boundary between the waking world and the realm of fantasy and impossibilities, while the hands on the glass represent alternate lives. And the doll? She serves as a guide to escort the boy across the threshold. The painting first displayed in the 1970s at the Fane Garden Gallery in Beverly Hills, California, during a one-man Stoneham show. During the show, the painting was purchased by actor John Marley, who played Jack Waltz in The Godfather. Waltz passed away in 1984 due to complications during surgery. Sometime after Waltz's death, an older couple from California found the painting at the site of an old brewery. That couple sold the painting on eBay in 2000, and the painting sold for $1,025. A disclaimer included with the listing absolved the seller of all liability once the painting was purchased. In 2004, a person that saw the story of the original painting commissioned for Stoneham to paint a sequel. He agreed, and the resistance at the threshold was made. The sequel depicts the same characters 40-plus years later, in the same style as the original. A second sequel commission, Threshold of Revelation, was completed in 2012 and can be seen on Stoneham's website. Several years later, a third commission was requested, this time for a prequel. Stoneham created The Hands Invent Him, depicting the artist as a boy who is behind the original painting's door and who holds a paintbrush, amongst other visual elements. In 2017, the Haunted Museum in Las Vegas purchased Threshold of Revelation, and in 2021, Stoneham painted what he said was the last in the series. What Remains depicts the original painting's setting deteriorated and scattered with the debris of past lives. As we step back to review this painting, there is one thing I have to ask besides, is this haunted? Can he astral project as well?
I love that, because I was thinking when I was doing the research of this, and I found out, the poem that helped him create this painting, which actually does state the hands resist him inside the poem, which is why he ended up naming the painting that name. his
Baron.
correlation with reading what the hell's his name? Carl Jung's theory. With the waking world and the live world, depicting multiple lives
Yeah.
and things like that. And then really started thinking about the Akashic record.
Mm-hmm.
And was this guy able to tap into part of the Akashic record? And then it got me, of course, going to the astral projection thing. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I was like,
That's what I
oh,
was wondering about this too, because it talks about past lives and the glass doorway and the
yeah, the
hands
veil.
and all that. And then the way that he did the subsequent paintings that followed
Yes. Yeah.
was, to the, 40 years in the future, and then to the past, and then to everything being destroyed with the last one.
Yeah.
It's scary here.
It is scary there. I was there. But it was really interesting how the evolution of the painting, of the story within the painting happened. And that gave me pause, because I was like, man, because we did that show on astral projection.
Yeah.
And we had that great epiphany, and this was like, wow,
Move over.
Oh, sorry, I gotta move over. This seems like, like this guy, had access to the Akashic record and could look at past lives and stuff, which basically means he's able to astral project.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is like he does. I mean, he creates this painting. He doesn't have like this huge explosion like he's this new artist on the scene. He has this one show.
Mm-hmm.
And after the show, he quits painting and starts working in freaking movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like he actually worked for Lucas Films as part of their guy over there. Does that look like an orb on the top center window of that painting? It's possible. I don't know, I'm pretty sure Dave's got a picture of the painting in here.
Tucking up there at the top.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's either that or that's a very crescent moon. To where
it looks like a hole in the glass to me.
Oh, hole in the glass? A
Um,
hole in the veil?
Oh yeah, because basically that's what and what's with the doll? The doll has the significance of being a guide,
Being the guy.
across between lives, between worlds, basically.
Yes.
So the doll kind of guides him, because the boy in the painting is him as a 5-year-old.
Yes.
So the doll serves as a guide for him to cross the threshold into another life.
Yes. Man, he's basically his spirit guide.
Yeah. So yeah, if we look at it, because I grabbed a black and white rendition of it, so you can see the hands better and you can see that hole better. So take a closer look at that.
Almost like a negative.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically like from the music video for Aha, where they changed it into like a cartoon. That's what this kind of reminds me. Like it's a reverse thing, like it's a reverse artwork, but yeah, a negative is a good way to put it.
That's I don't know. To tell you the truth, I'm kind of leaning towards Bill here, where
I think that could be
an orb, because honestly,
she is not happy.
It reminds me of what I see at my house on the cameras.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree with that.
So I kind of with Bill on that. And yeah, she does not look happy. And that is one of the things that is stated about this painting, as her face will change. Oh, Rich is on. What's up, Rich.
What's going on, bro? I
Oh.
just put down what you picked up.
Yep, because you were
Cursed.
clicking through things, so I figured I'd grab that. But you're back
Statue.
on it. Never mind.
Gotcha.
Her face is depicted is said to change,
She's coming.
and there's
Oh,
one
great.
time
It's
where
coming.
and one time it said that instead of holding that I don't know what to call it, a canister. That's not the word I'm looking for. It almost looks like
Because
looks like a mic that she's holding. Was actually a gun, and if you look at that, if you
Yeah.
look at those two pictures right there, that's a different angle.
That's different. Yeah, it's like her
Purgatory.
arm is moved.
Yes.
Yeah.
Her arm is moved. Looks like a
Oh, yeah.
9mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
They do state that she was holding a gun at one time. They've also stated that he has crawled out of the painting.
Well, yeah, like they said that both of them. So, she said, okay, so it says the new owners. So this was after it was found abandoned.
Victorian.
Yeah.
The new owners realized that something was strange in the painting. The characters seemed to move during the night, and even they would have left the work to wander around the house
And fight with each other.
once the lights were turned off. Yeah. So, as proof of this, the couple who then tried to sell the painting on eBay showed some photographs on which the doll clutches what appears to be a gun, pointing it at the boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a clause in the sale by which the owners were released from any liability for damage once it's purchased.
Yeah. Yeah, it went from
Why are you here?
starting bid was $199.
So,
And then when they put that disclaimer on it and the paranormal aspect to it, it ended up selling for $1,025. And the
Yep.
guy that owns it now, who kind of just keeps it put away, he doesn't have it hanging in his house or anything.
Yep.
Has actually got a low six-figure offer on that painting.
Yeah.
But he refuses to give it away.
This is strange.
Yeah. Well, the new owner seems to think that the doll is holding her own battery.
Battery, that's the word. Battery.
So yeah, when I saw this, I don't even know what to call this, an infrared image or something like this of the painting, and I don't know, that looks like a gun to me.
The heat coming off of her is crazy.
My family is here.
Right?
Yeah. No such thing as low six figures.
Not for us, Bill.
Not for us. Not for us. Not for us, po folk.
But people who have money. Yeah, I was like, I know, oh man, I know there's a lot of people that get freaked out just from looking at this painting, have gotten chills and gotten sick from staring at it,
nauseous, vomiting, dizzy, like vertigo stuff,
fainting,
forcing him to the other side of the glass. Maybe not so much as a guide, but like
capture.
Yeah. Oh,
You were annoying.
Yeah, I know, but
the noise was him.
It was crazy. Like I was like, so
someone felt their throat being like they were being strangled.
They're being choked. Yeah.
Yeah. I like the computer monitor that the screen went white and all of a sudden emitted a blast of heat. And then he started crying uncontrollably for no reason.
Yeah. Well, also not to mention that the owner of the gallery where it was first displayed and the first critic of the painting both died within a year of seeing the work.
Yes. Both died within the year of seeing the work. One could have been possible suicide. The other one, I didn't really hear how he died. And then the original owner of the first owner of the painting, of course, dies due to after her open heart surgery, passes away just after open heart surgery. Who was on The Godfather? He's the one that wakes up with the horse's head in the bed. If everybody doesn't know who that is,
Yeah.
what I know you said the name in the history, but it's Charles Feingarten. Feingarten. I don't know how to say his last name.
Yeah, Fane Garden, because that was the
Feingarten.
name of the gallery.
I'm
yeah.
not sure. Stuck
Yeah.
here.
That's okay. I got you.
And from what I understand, the hands that made him or made him, was actually asked by the person whose museum it is in.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't get a hold of the first one, the original.
Can you see us?
No, can't see you.
That was perfect timing. Can you see us? I see you.
I see you. That needs to end with motherfucker. But there was interesting. So there was basically a statement that yes, mail. A statement that Bill Stoneham made when after he painted the works when he was interviewed.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm trying to find the whole thing. So he goes, where to begin? Well, I've always had a connection to what Carl Jung called the collective unconscious.
Collective unconscious, yes.
I think we all do. Artists, especially visual artists, are barometers for the currents to run through this collective. Dreams are a common experience people may have with this.
Hazel.
He finished up with, my own experience
Battle.
is a sensitivity to place, physical, geographical place. There are memories, echoes of all life within a place. Maybe it's what's called channeling. When I painted the Hands Resist Him in 1972, I used an old photo of myself at age 5. And the hands are other lives. And then basically goes through the whole. Then he says the glass door is a thin veil between waking and dreaming. The girl is the imagined companion or guide through the realm. So I liked what he said, where, he said when he painted it, he felt like he was channeling, like he was basically caught between he was caught between the waking world and the dream himself.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really interesting.
That is interesting because I'm wondering, because artists, when they, especially painters and sculptors, they put, I think they put a part of themselves into what.
Oh yeah. Okay, so here, yeah. So this is where you're like, okay. In Harry Potter, they have something called a Horcrux, and my nerd is coming out.
Yeah.
Where it's basically like you put part of your soul into an item, so that you kind of live forever.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's kind of what we're talking about here is you kind of put part of your soul, especially if you're an artist, if you're any type of creative person, you put part of your soul into your work.
Yes.
Be it, the Mona Lisa or Michelangelo's David, the Sistine Chapel, or the Hands Resist Him. So there's got to be some sort of metaphysical or paranormal action in just painting the works, let alone how it's evolved to this point, to what it does.
What does she plan to do with that dry cell? Probably gonna use souls to recharge it.
Probably, yeah. That's a I was gonna say that's a double S battery.
Yeah.
Satan.
Battle.
Now I guess we're gonna go to battle now.
So, with him saying that's the imaginary guide, would that be your would that be the equivalent of your subconscious guiding you along your dream
maybe, or or a guardian angel, or spirit guide, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's wife interruption.
Wife interruption.
uh
Wife is stepping out for a little bit, and she'll be back. So
I I I don't know what it is about this painting. Like I'm not an avid art
We're
collector
following you.
or anything like that.
you're thanks. I appreciate you following us. You guys follow suit with the ghosts and follow us
Yeah, follow,
on
like, subscribe,
Instagram, Twitter.
hit that alert button,
Yeah, hit that like and subscribe. We got endorsements from the Eternal. So
from the internal. Yeah.
yes. But there was a thing that the owners that had it, that tried to sell it on eBay, because the dudes were walking around.
Yeah.
They said that they did not believe in UFOs or anything else until they started having stuff happen with this painting. And now they believe in all of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you can believe in ghosts, you can definitely believe in aliens.
Right.
No,
It makes a lot of sense, but to have
Maybe.
it, have them go, okay, now I believe in UFOs.
Yeah.
Because,
My throat hurt at the end.
well,
Well, if he was squeezing it hard enough, I bet.
I was gonna say,
But no, there. I'm not like an avid art collector or anything like that. I mean, most things I have on my wall are either pictures of family or sports stuff. So, or this awesome, the truth is out there sign and the spirits of spirits.
yeah, fuck. But I
But
mean, yeah, I don't even have dogs playing poker. I've got movie
Yeah.
posters in my
Yeah.
house, so it's.
But this is a painting. Like I see it, I'm like, I want this. I don't know
Yeah.
if I would rather have the original, but I think I'd probably find a reprint of this to hang up on the wall. I know it wouldn't be the same.
Wouldn't be the same, yeah.
And
But
I
this
might
it'd
not
be
have,
interesting. Well, that it kind of brings
I
up
want
a
it.
question that I wanted to ask. It doesn't really apply to this one. It applies to our Scare Network episode.
network.
But do you think we have evidence and things that have happened with the Hands Resistant painting?
Yeah.
Do we think that the other 3 commissioned paintings
Man,
have similar things? Are they do we think they're, and we've got to talk about whether we think this is an attachment or a haunt or a curse.
That's why I
But
keep.
let's just say, and we're going to get to that when we do the scoring. But do
Yeah.
you think these other paintings also have activity? Are they active as well?
See, I was wondering that, and I was trying to see if there was more information on those other paintings by the owners of the other paintings, but they're kind of keeping quiet.
Right. Well, even Zach Baggins, who owns one of the paintings himself, it's in the museum.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find any reports of any activity connected to the painting.
No, but
attic.
I don't know. There's the crazy thing about the Haunted Museum in Vegas, he doesn't put out a lot of info about the haunts of the things that are in there that I've noticed.
No, he
Like,
he
he
did
wants
about the Busby stoop chair.
He did about Busby Stoop, not Busby Stoop Chair, the Devil's
Rocking Chair.
Yeah.
No, Busby stoop chair is in the
It's in
museum
England.
thing.
Yeah.
The other museum.
Yeah, in England.
Yeah. So no, the Devil's Rocking Chair, there's stuff connected to that. Also,
I mean, he's put
the
put
Black
some
Mirror.
Yeah, he's
and-
put some stuff out there that he's featured on his show.
Yeah.
And I think he had to put stuff out there. I'm
It's
not
watching you.
I'm not a big Zach Baggins fan, but
Yes, we all know that.
I think he did put that out there about the Devil's Rocking Chair due to what was happening and the fact that he had to close that down because of what was happening. So I think that's why he's putting that there. But he doesn't talk about a lot of the stuff that's on there unless it was featured on the show. That stuff he does have out there online and some information about. But what remains is creepy too. Yeah. They're all kind of creepy, to tell you the truth. And if I was an avid art collector and had money because I was an avid art collector, I I would I would pay top dollar to get the whole series and have it in my house.
Cynthia. Hierarchy.
There's
Okay.
there's it's watching you
Construct.
construct, which is interesting. But I the pictures that they had, because he has them all on his website,
Mm-hmm.
they're all really good. And they all make me go, I want those.
That's really cool. I want some of that.
Especially if he's created a thin line in between the veil in his art. The Crying Boy, yeah, I would want that one too. That's an interesting.
That's one of the ones we're going to talk about in the
Yeah,
future.
that's a good one. We're gonna be talking about
Lucy.
that, and maybe it's the paranormal aspect with these paintings. I don't want the Gacy paintings. I don't want those.
Nope.
I don't want those, but these I want. I want the Crying Boy. I would own. There's some really good ones out there that I would own. And I don't even like art. I'm not a big art guy.
No.
Okay. I don't go to the museum and stare at photos and go, "What? How does this make me feel?" I
How
don't
does this
do
make me feel? What am I
What-
feeling with this?
What,
Yeah,
what
this
is
is
he? What is he trying to make me feel?
no.
You know,
No.
I don't do
care.
that. For most of the time, it's just he put some paint on a canvas. That he did a pretty good job doing that. And some I see that sell for, millions of dollars. I'm going, that looked like a 6-year-old
Him.
in kindergarten painting class did.
Right? It's like,
I'm pretty sure I could give my dog a paintbrush, throw some paint on it, and they could do that.
yeah, shoot, I could, I just put some paint on my dog's tail and just make him happy.
Hammer.
Right.
Yeah. But this series is that one I want to own. I would own all of them. And it's funny because he had a whole, like in 1974, he had that one man show. But this is the only painting that sold, and this is the only painting that they talk about
Yeah.
from that show.
Yeah.
All these other paintings that are in the series, he painted well after that show.
Yes.
But this is the one that started all the others. And it's possible he might have made a painting that I don't want to say created a portal, but creates an area where the veil is thin.
Yeah.
16.
And
Well,
that
if you're channeling,
and that begs the question,
We're not bad.
we're not bad.
okay, does that open the veil for what's in that painting to come through, or for anything to come through?
I don't know. I think if somebody
I
finds
work
the
here.
door, anybody can open it. I don't think it's limiting who can pass through that. And speaking of which, I grabbed pictures of the remaining paintings, so I'm going to bring them up.
All right. I like them. Maximize my screen so I can. Oh, they're still rendering.
Yeah, still bringing them up. Still bringing them up. So the second painting, Resistance at the Threshold, is that one.
Yeah. Dude, I like that. This is the one 40 years later.
Yeah.
And now the doll has literally become a construct. And one of the hands is the glass is broken, so all the hands are coming free,
All the hands are coming through. Yeah.
and you still have now instead of her holding the battery, you got a hand holding the battery at the bottom.
Yeah. And then you got these giant wasps or whatever that
Giant
is.
boss. Yeah, I thought that was interesting too.
Right.
Wow.
So Threshold of Revelation is the next one. Now,
And this looks like
this is the one
another
that's
40
in,
years.
this is the one that's in
Are you a friend?
in Zach
Morning.
Bacon's museum. This is the one that he owns.
No, I thought no, he owns the hands that made them.
I'm weak.
One that it says he owns. That he says he owns.
That's not what I read. What did I read?
But this again is about another 40 years. And the crazy thing is, she's holding the mask and now she's a real girl.
Miller.
And the doorway is completely open. There's nothing separating the veil. It's an open doorway. The hands are still there. I like these. This one is very almost like very steampunkish almost.
Yeah. I like how, yeah, because the doll is now a real girl, but holding the face
mask,
of the doll.
yeah. Yeah. Like she shed her skin type thing.
Yeah.
And the doorway's just completely open. It's gone.
Yeah.
The hands are just laying there. Almost like
can't
the
leave.
veil has been destroyed. That's can only see half of the photo. That's weird.
I don't know why that would be.
Yeah, it's in the center of the screen.
Can't make out what he's holding. It looks like he's holding like a dead animal or something.
That looks like almost like a koi fish. And then almost looks like he's holding a like a sheriff's badge.
I don't know, but yeah, it's got and all the hands are like on the ground behind.
Yeah. Like I said, the
up.
veil has been destroyed and they've just
Like the veil is gone. It's like they're underground now. This looks like a sewer or something. Like they're
The land.
I don't know why you can't make that out, Bill. I don't know. But the last painting
Agatha.
is not Agatha, it's What Remains.
This is What Remains. Oh, so you don't have the one for the hands.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Hands in Venom. I do have that.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Prequel. That's the Hands in Venom.
Yeah.
I was so sick.
Oh, I'm so sorry you were sick.
Quickly.
Quickly again. Okay. Okay. So this is where I'm thinking your crescent moon makes sense in the window.
Right?
Hanging?
Yeah.
That looks like the crescent moon, and that looks like the same shape that was in the glass.
But
so now we're looking at this.
We're on the other side.
We're on the other side. We're on the inside of
Yes.
the door of the glass, and the doll and the boy are on the outside.
Yes.
So it's almost I don't know if this is a prequel, but this almost seems like it's happening at the same time.
Yeah.
Right?
Same time frame.
Right.
Just on the other side. I like the handprint on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I like the hand with the chain on the tricycle. I just love these paintings. I don't know what it is. And if you look, it almost looks like there's faces in the windows at the very top instead of hands.
Yeah, that makes sense. I could see that.
Oh, good stuff.
And then What Remains?
This I'm saying that's him.
Yeah.
The skull.
Impose.
And those are
Come
his
here.
There's the battery, no longer needed.
Right.
she's a real girl and those are her feet.
Yep.
This is a crazy one too. So I like these paintings. Like to own, I would love to own all those.
Yeah. That's what he likes.
That's
You're looking from the inside. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Crazy. Like I said, I mean, it's like the, these don't feel like paintings to me.
No, I think
These,
that's why I
these
want.
I mean, these feel like I don't want to say memories, but that's the only thing I can put to it.
Do
I'm
you?
an angel.
Okay. All right.
That's what this feels like. Like this is a memory.
Do you think if all those paintings together would generate more power?
I don't have any doubt. I really think that if all of these paintings were together, I think the energy would be crazy.
Yeah. So she
So she
dumped him
dumped
down
him down the steps after she killed him, and that's what remains. I think he just like died. I think he just died of old age and deteriorated, and there's nothing else because it shows him aging.
Yeah. And
But
she no longer needs the battery, which is why it's laying on the ground too, because she's become
People are coming.
She's become real.
yeah,
Or she's completely drained him and now he's dead. They tell a complete story together.
they tell a complete story. This is it's like we're witnessing someone's life in these paintings.
Yeah. But it's not necessarily his life, unless
It's not
that's
necessarily his life,
or maybe it is.
or
it's
maybe it
his own
is
life.
from a different life. Maybe it's
Yeah.
an alternate universe or something. Maybe it's
Tapped into
one of
the
those things that he tapped in across the threshold, and he witnessed his life in a different universe,
Yeah.
and then was channeling that
Yeah.
in his paintings.
And now he is. What was I gonna say? He is man. Oh, the new owner, or the person that owns it now, I should say. I forgot a whole important part when I
Go
started
forward.
talking.
Yes, go forward.
The guy that does own it now, he does have it blessed
Yes.
by priests and shamans that come in and keep that painting subsided, I guess is the word. I know that's not a real word, subsided. It's subside.
Hmm.
But keeps the paranormal at bay monthly. But because he does that, he's never
Right.
experienced anything with it. Like from the get-go after he bought it. And that's the thing. This has been in what? 3 people's hands? 4 if you count the creator?
I mean,
Or
if you
maybe
count,
5.
because
So
the first gallery owner who died,
well, he didn't own it.
he didn't own it, but he had it in his possession. He touched it.
Well, yeah, but I wouldn't say he had ownership over it because
No, as far as ownership goes, I'm wondering what happened to it. So they did this thing, and then the guy who was in The Godfather owns the painting.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
he
the one that
dies.
buys it.
Yeah, he buys it.
Love.
He dies,
And then they find it in a tavern.
and they find it in an old brewery.
Yeah, brewery. Sorry.
Yeah, and it's basically an abandoned brewery. They just find the painting.
Like, how did it get there?
How did it get there? And then we're talking like what? He died in 94.
Goodbye.
actor?
84.
84.
87.
That's right. He died in 84, and they didn't find. What's that?
No, he died in 1981. Because Salinas died in 1978. He's the one. He was the.
He was the critic.
Oh no. Salinas was the critic. He died in
He was the
78.
critic.
Yeah.
They buried me here.
Feingarten, who was the guy that put up the.
Can you
the
hear
He
him?
was the guy that owned the gallery.
He died in 81.
Yes.
And then John Marley, who is
Yes.
the guy from The Godfather, the first owner, he died in 84. That's the sequence of deaths. The critic actually died before the actual curator or contracted the work. He was the one that contracted the work to do the one-man show.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah.
And then after that, it just ends up in a brewery somehow.
Yeah. So I mean, like for 16 years, there was nobody had any idea where this painting was.
Yeah. That's the crazy thing.
That's the crazy thing. So how did this painting,
Who is she?
At what point did it disappear from the dude's house? Because he had it up until he died.
Yeah.
And then they couldn't find it. And then it appears in the records of this old brewery. Like,
yeah.
And no connection to the guy. It wasn't, the guy didn't own the brewery, and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna put the painting here. No, there was no connection to him.
No.
They just find this, oh hey, this is a
that's interesting.
This is the, and the couple were like, hey, this is a cool painting, let's take this home. Oh shit.
Get out.
Yeah, exactly. They did get out.
That was very forceful, and I didn't like it.
Yeah. How rude.
That was very Amityville of you.
Yes.
Yeah, it just
lower your voice.
That seems like it was when he passed, it went back across the veil.
Yeah.
And then it shows up in this brewery.
Yeah. And it showed up specifically for this couple.
Please come back.
I'm telling you, you know what? You know what makes me think, and if you look at the series of paintings, you know what makes me think that gives this painting power?
What's that?
It's that fucking doll.
Yeah.
I think that fucking doll is the key to fucking everything.
Yeah. Even though it's supposed to be an imagined guide, so maybe it's not actually a doll, but how it appears like it's artificial.
Yeah.
In the beginning, and then becomes
Doreen.
And
can you repeat?
Like the one that Zach Baggins has, the hands that made them. He's
hands invent them.
Or right? Hands invent them. Yeah.
I could swear he has the other one.
I read it was that one. That was the one he actually had commissioned from Stoneham.
Trying to,
and it seems like
you repeat.
He's the boy trapped by her behind the veil.
Yeah. So yeah, okay. So paranormal investigator Zach Baggins contracted the gallery in Michigan that owned the Hands Resist Him and tried to buy that painting.
Yes.
When he failed to do so, he called Bill Stoneham, who told him he wanted to paint a new piece specifically for him.
Yep.
As Baggins waiting for the painting to arrive, he claims to have heard a children's tricycle bell ringing in the walls. When the painting arrived, it was the prequel titled Hands Invent Him. Okay.
Yeah.
Which includes a disembodied hand connected to a tube ringing a tricycle's bell. The hand is similar to an old machine in Baggins' oddities room, which Stoneham had never seen.
Yeah.
That's Interesting.
Yeah.
One second.
Come inside.
So,
What
question.
do you
Okay, yeah.
think?
So artist Bill Stoneham was as surprised as anyone else when his painting became a viral sensation in 2000. In 2004, Stoneham was commissioned to paint 2 accompanying works, To the Hands Resist Him, titled The Resistance at the Threshold and Threshold of Revelation. In 2021, he painted a 5th and final entry called What Remains. What about the 4th painting? So there's definitely something paranormal with that 4th painting too.
Yeah,
For
I
Zach
think so
Bagans to
too.
hear a tricycle bell.
Yeah. And the hand that's there, he has a machine hand in his audience room. It looks just like it, which I thought was interesting. And then Bill says, what do you think would happen if owned all the originals at the same time? And I was kind of talking about that.
We were thinking about it, or at least getting them all in
Be
the same
quiet.
room. And mine just said be quiet.
And we lost Instagram. Oh well.
Well, balls.
Oh, it went after you.
Seat.
They're doing that 1 hour thing again for some reason.
That's weird. Yep, we're at an hour.
Yeah. That's weird. Oh. If people want to watch the end of the show, they'll have to go to YouTube. Yeah, I think the power that could happen, the buildup in power with having all those paintings at the same time would be, I think that'd be legit. I think that might, I think it might open up some
Thompson.
shit. I don't know. I mean, what do you think would happen? I mean, do you think the veil would be so thin? And that's the thing, is what comes through other than your own dreams?
Yeah, no.
And that fucking doll. I think that fucking doll's the fucking.
Well, the doll is the only constant in all 5 paintings,
Yeah.
right?
Angel.
Because I mean, the representation of the boy who becomes the old man, he's dead in that last one. He's gone.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Interesting. All right. Are you ready to score this thing, brother?
yeah, I think so. I think so. I think it's time to throw some numbers at this thing and see where it goes. See how we lie.
Mm-hmm.
How much of a badass this painting really is. Because I tell you that this.
Asia. I've been here 1,000 years.
And this person's been here 1,000 years. Thompson has been here 1,000 years. Okay.
Interesting. All right. All right. What do you think? Okay. So this is the thing. Were we thinking attachment? Man. I got to step away for just a second.
Okay.
I will be back.
Alrighty. What?
You've got to be careful.
Oh, you've got to be careful. I agree. And I think I'm going to say and continue on here with what Bill said is with what I think would happen. I think having all 4 of those paintings together would have the potential of thinning the veil so much that you would have things probably come through that you didn't want to come through. And the thing that worries me, and that's not anything that worries me most. The thing that worries me the most is I think the girl, the doll or the girl, whatever you want to, however you want to see it, would come through. And I think that could
I
create
like
an
to come
issue,
here.
especially that battery thing where it keeps coming to my mind, especially if she's looking to have more power and drain it, like almost like a succubus, like she'd be taking all your energy. Yeah, yeah,
Dog.
Bill, you make a good point. Even the artist never had all of them at one time.
Yeah. Well, because he painted the first one in 72, and he didn't
Yeah,
start painting the other ones until after Y2K.
yeah, yeah. So I think the most worrisome thing. I mean, yeah, I think they would thin the veil so much that everything your whole house would be just this huge
I think it'd
portal.
be just a portal. Just a
Can you repeat?
But
I
the
think
thing
it'd be
that
just
would worry me the most is that doll or girl being more like a succubus and coming to find something else to drain.
yeah.
That whole battery thing for me just keeps jumping out at me for some reason.
Okay. There's one thing that I read that was that really kind of caught me. Um, and I mean it's related to the painting, but it's kind of related to all paintings. And it says paintings seem to trap people inside the frame and canvas. If the painting is very well done in terms of realism or in terms of dream logic, it can be very tempting to believe that the painting has literally trapped a soul or spiritual force inside itself. In other words, it's easy to believe the painting is haunted.
I could, yeah, that makes some sense. That makes some sense.
Yeah, because I mean, there was an old superstition like a long time ago where if you take a picture of someone, you're
I know
Oh,
capturing
yeah.
their
you.
soul, right?
Capture your soul. Yeah.
I think I think a painting only is like
More
10
intense.
times that
Yeah.
because you're basically putting their likeness onto the canvas and you're taking your
1.
time doing it with the
Yeah.
detail and stuff. Um, in effect, you're kind of cloning the person.
I think it has to do with the artist's intent.
Yeah.
I think intent
Yeah.
is really where you have to think about it.
Yeah.
Where the danger can lie with someone doing a photo, a painting of you.
Yeah. All right. So let's get to the scoring. This is where it's interesting because I've been tossing around whether this is more of an attachment, a haunt, or a
Fond
curse.
memories here.
I'm glad you have
I
fun.
I
Um,
I've been thinking about this the whole time.
and I don't think there's a curse here. I don't think this is a cursed object so much as an attached object.
Moron.
Thanks. Um, so I think this is more of an attached object
Damage.
and haunted than it is cursed. So that's kind of
Well,
where my scoring went.
when I first scored, I think I have the attachment and the curse backwards
Mm,
from my original scores. Because I do have to be with you here. I think that this has more of an attachment than it has a curse. Whereas when I was first doing the research and before our discussion, I would have said this was more cursed than attached. But there's something in it, that fucking doll. It bugs the shit out of me.
yeah.
And the more I think about I know we're talking about the hands resistant painting, but more if I think about the
Trap.
whole collection, the more the girl in the paintings bothers the hell out of me,
Yeah.
or the doll inside the paintings.
Yeah.
Uh,
I agree. I mean, I think these
The
5
rumors are
paintings are
true.
linked. So yeah, we're reviewing the hands resistant painting, but I believe that the paranormal activity or the things reported from the other paintings should be considered.
yes,
Which we have definitely something from Zach Bagans,
yeah,
who has the hands in Venom, the prequel painting. or what looks to me like the painting that's done at the same time, only from the other side of the veil.
Yes.
So I think that should at least be considered. But I think they go together in a lot of ways. Our episode for Scare Network TV, and also the Crying Boys paintings.
Oh yeah.
Those are all related. So we're going
Yeah.
to have to review all of those together.
Yeah.
But as far as this painting though, what did you give for the attachment here?
The original score that I gave the attachment was a 4.
Okay.
Where I
see where you think you switched it.
Yeah, where I think it should be, I think this is
Boy.
more of a 7.
Okay.
How did you fall on the attachment?
I went really high here because I mean I went 10. And I went 10 for the attachment because of the veil to the past lives, to the other lives.
Yeah.
I believe that there is an attachment on a multiverse level to this painting. So I went really high. I think it's higher than a 7. I don't know. I think I come down from a 10 a little bit, but I think it's high. I think this is more attachment than curse for sure.
Definitely more attachment than curse for sure. Definitely more attachment than curse for sure. That I do agree. I think there is a slight curse here.
Slight. I agree.
Ahead.
Or the
with the critic who died and the gallery owner who died.
Yeah.
And hell, even the actor.
Yeah.
Who died. I think there's a certain level of curse involved also.
Yeah. So I don't know if I necessarily agree with the 10 on attachment. Maybe going up to an 8 would seem a little bit better for me on the attachment. Now, if we talked haunted next, I might have a different opinion. But the attachment part, for me, the attachment part here is the girl.
Camera.
And maybe
that's
boy.
funny because I think that's the haunted part.
It will, and then the haunted part is where I get into the veil, the other things coming through, and also the boy and the girl.
Yeah,
but if I had to say if there was something attached to this thing, I would say,
don't be fearful.
I would definitely say that doll is the attachment here.
Yeah, that's funny because I think the doll. I think the doll is attached to the painting as well, but I think the doll is the haunt. And I think the attachment is to the past lives.
Yeah, because
I think the lives and the multiverse and all that, I think that's all attached to the painting. I think the painting itself is probably a portal.
Like, do you think that
I like the forest?
Put that in the attachment category, not the haunted category? Because I would put that in the haunted category. Like a portal, I would put.
I mean, I put the haunted as a spirit coming out and doing stuff.
Yeah, haunted. Which is why that's why
that's what the doll's doing and what the boy's doing in the painting. So there's definitely a haunt there. But as far as the attachment, that means an energy is attached to the painting. Not necessarily a spirit, not necessarily a demon or whatever. It's something is attached to the painting. And I think the attachment, I think that door is real. I think that veil is real, and I think that veil is attached
real too.
Yeah.
And so the portal being in my closet, you would consider that an attachment to my closet?
Yes. Because that portal is not haunting you. What comes out of the portal is.
Okay. All right.
See where I'm going?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I view the portal as basically your closet is an attached object.
Hey.
How's it going?
Hey, what's up? I believe this.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. Wore the shirt to prove it.
That's a horrible idea. But if the spirits that come out of it, that's the haunting. So that's where I'm going. Okay, I believe the attachment is the veil of the
So the
connection to.
attachment
It's scary
can be
here.
the spirit or the energy, is what you're
Yes.
saying.
Yeah.
And you consider the energy being
Basically
in
something
line
that's
to the veil and possibly the Akashic record and things in that nature,
yeah.
past lives. That's why I say Akashic record, because
Yeah.
it engulfs all the past lives and everything.
And
The
I believe Bill Stoneham can astral project.
100% believe he can do that.
Yeah.
I believe his inner child is stuck on the other side is basically kind of what's going on. Probably due because of that doll and is
Right.
making him create the other things that are in there. Okay. All right. Picking up what you're putting down. I'd be willing to go to the 10 on the attachment
Okay.
because of that. If I
Okay.
think about all the energies and everything that's going on there, being
Okay.
attached to that. Then my haunting level, which would be the next category,
Yeah.
would be lower.
Well,
And
Hag.
that was yours.
that was mine.
I died.
That was yours.
That was mine.
Yeah. So for haunting, I went 8.
Yeah, that's where I would have to be at, is an 8.
Because of the doll and the boy, they actually come out of the painting, they do shit. So yeah, I think an 8 there. And then for curse, I went 4.
Yeah, that's where I was gonna end up at for curse, because that's where I was originally at for my attachment.
Yeah.
Yeah, haunting has to be.
How are you?
8. Haunting has to be at an 8. With
Yeah.
what's going on,
Yeah.
with the I guess the second owners.
Supply.
And the fact that the owner now is keeping it under lock and key and has things done to keep it quiet,
Yeah.
suppressed.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. And
Blessed.
the curse is the curse. It hasn't. I mean, did 3 people die? Yes.
Yes.
Do they all have an attachment with the painting? Are they, yes. The only person that hasn't died was the newer owners. I got a little bit. It is the newer owner, the old owners, and the person that painted it himself are the only ones that didn't die.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, these 3 did, which is really weird. Like, the critic makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, you gotta talk bad about me? I'll just kill you."
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, but the owner of the
guy that
gallery who presented it,
the guy that
I
contracted
know.
the work, that doesn't make sense that he would die.
Yeah.
And then John Marley, I mean, why did he die? I mean,
Facts.
so the painting could go back home.
maybe that's it. Maybe Feingarten died because
Maybe Feingarten dies because he sold the painting to the guy.
he sold the painting.
Yeah. And it wasn't supposed to go to him.
No.
I want to talk.
And somehow it ends up in a fucking
Somehow
brewery.
it ends up in a
Like,
fucking
that's
brewery, an abandoned brewery. It's like, what the hell?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
which brings us to our next category, which is activities.
Activity. I don't know. I think I might have underscored the activity here, but this is an active painting.
Active painting. You and it's made people fall ill. I mean,
Yeah.
this is very weird.
Yeah.
Like, a guy tried printing out
I can hear you.
a picture of the painting,
Mhm.
and it kept eating the pictures of the painting.
Yeah.
Printed something else out, fine. Printed out the picture again, ate the picture. It's like,
Yeah.
no. the computer thing happening. I mean, there's a little poltergeist activity with just surrounding the painting, and physically the painting's not even by there.
Yeah.
Why is this doing that? There we go. It was all whited out for some reason. It wouldn't let me see what the comment was. It I don't know. There's a lot going. I think there's a lot of activity happening here. Not like
It's not off the charts.
it's not Devil's Rocking Chair
No.
or even
Colin.
Busby's Stoop.
Yeah. 'Cause I mean,
probably should have looked at those before I scored this, but
right. So to look at what we've done so far, of course, the Women of Limb was 4, Busby's Stoop was 6, King Tut's Tomb was 7. I'm sorry, I'm looking at visuals, not activity. Actually, everybody's 8 and 9.
Listen.
Women of Limb, Busby's Stoop is the only 9. Everything else is 8. Devil's Rocking
Busby's
Chair
had more. I know why Busby had more than the Devil's Rocking Chair.
Yes. So now, so I went 7 here.
That's probably where I should be. Maybe even a 6.
Yeah.
If I think about the amount of
I could go
activity,
8, but I went 7 because I was like, I don't see it as active as the other things.
if I think about the other stuff.
Now, if I put the other paintings in with it, then I'm looking at probably an 8, maybe even a 9. But
I think if all these paintings were together, this be
Here.
a whole.
This would be off the. I think this would be a huge number if all the paintings were together.
But I think honestly, if I think about the activity levels that we've talked about on our other haunted, cursed objects,
Bless.
This has the least amount of activity out of all of them.
I agree.
And
better
and
variety. This is better variety of stuff, but not as frequently active.
Yeah, and I think
like
it's
especially because for 16 years it was gone.
Yeah, and I think I have to account for how it showed back up into it.
Yeah,
into the physical realm here.
Right?
Like it disappears. This shows back up.
Why did it show up there? Did it show up just for that couple?
Yeah,
to find,
it's very weird.
Or is it like some sort of like wormhole thing to where one end of the wormhole actually is unstable and appears in different spots? So it just randomly ended up there.
You know why I think it showed up? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna go back to this fucking doll. You know why I think it showed back up? Because no, a fucking doll needed power. And it needed more paintings.
The doll needed her battery charged. That's what that was.
It needed more paintings commissioned. It needed, it needed to be seen. It needed to have the energy. I am gonna stay at
that
my
was the thing, because it didn't pop out. What are you doing?
I said I'm staying at my 8.
Staying at your 8 for activity?
Yeah.
I'll meet you at 8 because I said I could even go 8 for activity.
I was thinking about dropping down to a 6, so I'm like, no, I think there's activity with the reason behind it showing back up. I think has a lot to do with that doll. I think that doll is a lot of the activity.
You repeat.
I think why did that girl see those two fighting? Because that doll doesn't want him out of the painting. No, get back in there. Go do your fucking job. Go make more shit.
Outside.
And shortly after that, he starts making more shit. It's maybe all the power was used to manifest all of the people behind the glass.
Yeah. Well, the people behind the glass are supposed to be alternate lives of the boy. So they're there. I think the power is just to connect the two sides. It powers the door, basically.
I think that imaginary guide is the key here. I
agree.
He shot me.
The doll creeps me out, bro. The doll's the key to the whole thing.
It's here.
You know, whether she's holding a gun on him or not, I don't know. But
All right. So let's
right.
go to Providence here.
Providence. Okay, so Providence is weird. I had
Birdie.
to, you know, because basically it was painted in 72, disappeared in 84,
Yeah.
reappears in 2000.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden there's a whole bunch of provenance to it because now
Yeah.
there's more paintings connected to it. They're all over the place. So in the last 24 years, a whole bunch of shit has happened.
Yeah.
It's become a meme. It's like huge. They've commissioned all these other paintings, but between 72 and 84,
I like to play games.
so yeah, you do. So for 12 years, it just sat in this dude's house. And we have no idea whether there was any activity connected to it at that time. He dies, the painting disappears for 16 years and then shows up at this brewery.
Yeah.
And then all this provenance starts happening.
Yeah.
You know, they sell it for $1,025, you know, do all this stuff. All this stuff happens.
Yeah.
So, but I think the 16 years that it was gone is significant. So I did put points to that.
Yeah. I was gonna say that disappearing for 16 years, I think shows Providence too.
Yeah.
For some reason.
That it was just
Maybe.
gone. So I ended up going 7 here.
Bill says this shit's too deep for me after the night me and Ron Bacardi. Yeah.
Right.
You went 7. I went 8. I actually was
interesting.
high.
I actually thought I
here.
overscored that.
I went 8. I like the commission of the painting. I like the one man show and being bought. I really like the disappearance and showing up 16 years later. I know just a few owners after that, but the commission of all the other paintings and people wanting other commission paintings for this.
Yeah.
It just kind of stacked on for me, and I was all 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 4, 2, 2, 8. This is an 8.
Okay, because I mean, we didn't agree on Devil's Rocking Chair, so Devil's Rocking Chair got a 7.5.
Yeah, I think I was lower than you, or you were higher than me.
Yeah, because I think I was an 8 on Devil's Rocking Chair.
And I was at a 7.
Yeah, and I think I'm only giving a 1-point bonus to the disappearance.
I gave 2.
And I think you're going 2. So
Yeah.
I think that's where the difference is because we don't know where it went. There, you know, in fact, there's no provenance between 84 and 2000.
The disappearance, I think the
disappearance
was
is significant, but I don't know if it's 2 points significant
as the ownership.
Do I think that
like when we talked about the woman of Lem,
yeah,
and it just appearing in that couple's basement.
Now we gave the women of Lem a provenance of 10. And I do agree with that. You know what? I'm sponging what you're spilling. I will match your 8.
I knew I just had to take you back to that.
But that matches King Tut's tomb, which is interesting because King Tut's tomb is like 10,000 years old, but it doesn't move.
It doesn't move. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
It was other artifacts that moved for King Tut's tomb that the providence happened. People taking shit home and dying.
Yeah. All right. So
niece.
Yes, my niece. So visuals. There's some visuals here. There's
some good visuals. That's
with the characters in the painting coming off and running around the house. The paintings themselves, I think, are visual representations of a person's life. So I gave points to that. I was like, dude, I think these paintings they're the visual in nature. So, you know, the whole side of them gives you these feelings and gives you these, lets your imagination run wild.
I was right there with you.
So where were you with this?
I landed right again at an 8 on the visuals.
Yeah, I landed at an 8 on visuals as well. All right, audio, the one I always overscore.
I might have overscored this time.
That's funny because I mean there is audio here
There is some audio with them fighting,
with them
Attic.
fighting, and then the bell
the
from the
bell.
tricycle that Zach Bagan's got.
Yeah.
I think I may have underscored this.
There's not a lot of audio.
Yeah, not a lot.
But I thought it was a good mid-range audio here with what was happening, and I even went to the computer monitor. What was the other
Oh, I
one?
don't know if we.
Uh, ah, oh, children becoming unruly and starting to scream right after and seeing the painting. I kind
Oh,
of added in
that's
with my
something I didn't know about.
yeah. I didn't. Yeah. Uh, so I ended up at a 6 on the audio.
I could see that. I actually ended up at a 3.
Oh wow,
Um,
this is the
because
first
all I had was the fighting and Zach Bagans with the bell,
with the bell.
which wasn't in the same painting. So I gave that a 1 point bump.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
but with the kids and stuff, yeah, I could go 5 or 6 easy. So I'll match your 6.
All right. All right.
Physical.
So here, the physical. So yeah, I have to account for the painting itself being a
Yes.
physical object.
And with that, do we count the 5 paintings? All 5 paintings? We're only talking about the one.
I know we're only talking about the one, but I
did
think
give a bonus, but not. I
I
didn't give 2 points per painting.
I think you can give bonus points for the series of paintings here.
I think they're linked. I think they're connected.
I'm right there with you. I think all these paintings are linked together. Um, I went with people becoming ill,
Sure.
Yes.
people having a general discomfort, the hysteria that caused the children physically screaming, the guy's computer going all wacky and exploding with heat
That's
and
definitely an object. Yeah.
yeah. Um, fainting at the sight of the painting, feeling your throat tightening, with an external grip, basically being choked by looking at the painting. Um, what was the other one? What was the other one?
Can
Difficulty
you
breathing.
repeat?
I think I say that.
Ooh.
I'm not sure. The other printer, not wanting to print the painting. I just saw the special
That's
revision.
interesting.
Those are hands on the wood deck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was
That's
kind of
one of the objects.
high on the physical here. I went 9 on the physical.
Okay. Yeah. No, I can match your 9, bro. I went 8, but I could see a 9.
And if it is a veil, that's even more.
You were funny.
You were funny.
I don't
Okay. Emotional damage.
emotional, I went high here too.
Yeah.
I
I didn't go super high, but I went high.
I went high here. I think I went too high on the emotional, to be honest with you.
Mm.
But the fact that people wanted more. They wanted
Yeah.
more of this.
No, I gave points to the fact of how it went viral and blew up and became a meme in 2000,
Yeah.
like boom. And then
Yeah.
now all of a sudden there's 5 paintings
Yeah.
and there's this huge story along with it.
Yeah.
The emotions that Zach felt when he got the painting and the dreams that he had, I
Yeah.
put points to that. I ended up going 8 for emotional here.
I went 9 is where I ended up at. Again, they got some points from I would say the discomfort that people felt with the paintings.
Yeah.
Uh
Like I did give points to the current owner who like doesn't let it out
Yeah.
and has the guys come over and bless it and stuff. I think that's an emotional hit.
That's an emotional response, I think. But I can see an 8. I can really see going down
Leon,
to the 8 here. I can really see that. I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll meet you at the 8 instead of trying to talk you into coming up to the 9.
Yeah.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Okay. I think there's potential here of danger. We have had 3 deaths.
Yeah. So I started at a 5 here.
I started at a 5. There's 3 deaths connected to it. I didn't go much higher than that though. But I do think, the veil between the lives, and I think the potential of getting the paintings together. So I did give a little bit of a bonus, and I also gave a bonus to the doll because I think she's dangerous, but I think she's stuck to the painting for now.
Like a succubus, man.
Right. So I ended up going 7.
That's exactly where I landed. It was a 7. And
1.
I think that's actually the right score.
I think that's the right score. All right. So if my calculations are correct, which they usually are, we are at a 76.
76.
For the hands resistant painting.
Let's see.
Which puts it squarely in 3rd place behind the Devil's Rocking Chair and King Tut's tomb.
Yeah. That is, yeah. Oh, so what was your original score, Dave?
My original score was 72, so I went up 4 points.
Oh, I was at 74. I was not expecting to score this higher than you. I thought you would actually, this is one that you would score higher than me on. Okay. So the big question here, I think we both agree that this is a haunted attached object.
Yes.
Not very much a cursed object.
Yes.
So the question, I'm gonna it's kind of a 2-parter. Do you believe that
In Life
this
After Love?
is
Yes.
is haunted attached object? Do you believe this is a paranormal object here? And do you believe that it would take all the paintings together to be a paranormal object?
Oh, I think this is a paranormal object by itself, and I think that was its original intent.
Yeah.
I think so. Okay, so I think of this as like Voltron, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
White tiger, blue tiger.
So you have the chest piece, which is the hands resistant painting.
Yeah.
That's the big fucker.
Yeah.
And then the other ones are the limbs.
Yeah.
Making up the giant Voltron robot.
Yeah.
So I think the other 4 paintings are not as powerful as this. This is the most powerful.
Well, it's the original.
It's the original. And originally there wasn't supposed to be another one.
No.
Until, when the thing came out and it blew up on the internet and the doll went, hey, I'm getting more energy. Let's make some more of these.
I need more. You need to
I need more. I want more. So yeah, I believe that this is the most powerful of the 5 paintings, but the 5 together will be stronger.
So I'm on P. I don't think
emotions that go into the painting can somehow give it power. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I think it's about intent when you're painting something, right?
Yeah. I think the emotions that people feel when they look at the painting will give it power.
Yeah. So attach haunted object. I don't think this is one I would say fucking with though.
No.
Like this isn't fucking
well,
haunted.
like you said, I wouldn't mind having one of these paintings.
Oh, dude.
And I wouldn't have a problem seeing these paintings.
I would love to own the whole
Please
series.
leave.
Like please leave.
I would own the whole series.
I mean, I'm not paying
Well,
6 figures, so F
I
that. But
I probably wouldn't own all these paintings because there's no way in hell my wife would let me own all these paintings. But maybe I'm a storage locker.
hey, maybe, you know, put it at like a Daryl's mini storage or something where you have
Yeah.
and then I don't know why, but all of a sudden the lights are all off. Kind of like a Ouija board, not so sure it works, but why take the chance? Well, I know a Ouija board works.
Be quiet.
My
Don't tell me
experience
to be
with
quiet.
Phil,
Um,
I
it, it,
refuse to touch him.
if you, yeah, I refuse to touch them too. If you believe in them, then they're real. Then they will do shit.
It's like the field of dreams.
Yeah. If you believe it, they will come.
They will come. What do we got next week?
Okay, next week we're back to aliens. Where's my notebook?
Oh, yeah, we're gonna talk about Foo Fighters.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the Foo Fighters.
Yeah. Oh,
and on Scare Network TV, we're gonna talk about the Battle of Los Angeles.
Battle of Los Angeles, yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
that's gonna be a blast. So yeah, we're gonna talk about the Foo Fighters of World War II, and their connection to. Yes, we had a big thing about the German bells, bro.
Dude,
Man.
that reminds me, I gotta get on TikTok and because you did put the history on that.
I did, but we didn't get any hits on it. I don't know what's going on with that.
We didn't get a lot, not like we normally do.
Yeah,
we're like 200 or something like that on it, or something like that, instead of
Oh no, we're like 24.
Was it 24? Maybe they
we're
just
like 24 hits, where the other ones now were like 600 to 800.
Yeah, but you gotta think it's not a very well-known thing.
Yeah, I thought maybe the sound got muted on me or something, and I'm not hearing it, or I'm hearing it. But
Close it.
yeah, we'll close it in a second. We're almost done.
But man, thank you
Have
to
we met?
everybody that's joining us on TikTok. That's freaking amazing. I love the blow up over there. And shit, everybody on YouTube. It's amazing. When we when
we've hit 220 followers on TikTok.
Yeah.
And we got like 25 or 30 followers just from the Conjuring history video.
Yeah, that one kind of blew up pretty good.
That did pretty well. Got the most likes we've had.
You don't understand
on any of our stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, 27 views on the Kecksburg incident.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people know about that though.
Yeah,
and
we
are with Bill on the rank in there. We're gonna have to do a show just on the German Bill. It's gonna have to happen. Will it happen this season? Don't know. Might have to wait till next season. But
I think we can put that with our conspiracy theories in next season 5. Yeah. I think that'll be a really good show.
But man, that thing was amazing.
It was freaking cool. And for Bill to bring that up, and then we were like, and yeah, totally changed our scores when we did it. It was awesome.
Yeah, we had to revamp some things. Because even like the metal falling off of that thing in the atmosphere and creating that metal trail made sense with the metal, the
big swastika
falling off.
Yeah.
That last pass incident. No, we have not done a show.
Is that the one with the Yeti? Because that we did that.
Is that Detloff Pass?
I think that's right.
Is that
because we did talk about the Yeti, and I believe
I
talked
about what happened there. Yeah,
we talked about with the 9 hikers and stuff, with the 9 people that got killed and what happened. I believe so. I believe that's the same one.
Pull it.
We didn't talk about that incident specifically, but we talked about the Yeti, and that incident was part of it. Yeah.
Let me just check.
Dyatlov Pass. I mean, I remember that.
Yeah. The Ural Mountains. Yeah.
I also have a horror movie about it.
Yeah, we did talk about that. I watched a horror movie on it. I watched a documentary on it. I was fascinated with what happened there. And
Yeah.
I watched all that before we even thought about talking about the Yeti. So, but that did help the Yeti scoring.
Yep.
With that incident that
It
happened.
didn't help it win the tournament, but it did get
Oh.
a really good score.
Yeah, it was number 1 going into the tournament. So.
Yeah. But we know from past experience that the one ranked number 1 usually isn't going to win.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks.
Although
thanks
I challenge anything to beat Alcatraz in the next tournament.
Yeah. Thank you everybody that's blowing our YouTube or TikTok up. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
And of course, thank you everybody that listens and watches on the YouTube, our Facebook, the Instagram when it wants to work correctly. Don't know why we're being limited now to the hour when we haven't been.
Leave.
I don't know, but we definitely want to thank Spotify. So
yeah, I gotta thank Spotify for podcasts. That's why you get to hear the lovely voices on Google Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts. Without them, you wouldn't hear us everywhere. It's completely free service. They help you start your podcasting career, and as you grow your fan base, they'll actually help you get some monetization with getting you some sponsorships. So it's a great place to continue on with your podcasting careers, like me and Dave are. So thank you, Spotify for podcasters. And I also want to thank StreamYard. StreamYard is why we're able to do the multi-stream on the YouTube Spirits to Spirits page or on the Facebook Spirits to Spirits JD. And of course, Instagram, Spirits to Spirits 13. Although that seems to be, I don't know. I want to keep doing it, but at the same time, it's starting to really bug the hell out of me. So, but thank you for StreamYard for allowing us to be able to do the multicast. And of course, I want to thank Scare Network, which we're getting ready to head over there right now and record an episode for them.
Yep.
Scare Network is freaking amazing. They got awesome paranormal documentaries on there. They got true crime. They got independent horror movies. They got non-independent horror movies on there. If it's monster, paranormal, or true crime,
yeah, all that stuff.
To watch all your stuff.
And the Hotel Shanley is getting ready to drop on Scare Network TV,
and so the
Friday the 22nd, right? I think 22nd is when it drops for subscribers, and then you'll probably have to wait a week or so for the free subscribers to.
Yeah, and the Shrine is getting ready to drop too.
I heard that the trailer's coming. I can't wait to review both of those on Brews and Reviews.
Yeah, and then we got we're doing Brews and Reviews, where we're scoring like IMDb of the actual documentaries themselves for Scare Network Television. We put those directly on their YouTube page, so you can just go over to scarenetwork.tv's YouTube page and watch those reviews of their documentaries. It kind of give you a little insight to what's going on there before you go over to the Scare Network page and website and watching them documentaries.
It's not easy.
Got amazing stuff.
And guys, our Brews and Reviews review of Malefice just dropped on their YouTube channel. So go over there and check that out. It's at Scare Network or at Scare Network TV. I got to double check that.
I think it's at scarenetwork.tv. I think it is the full name.
It's at Scare Network TV. One word.
All one word. No dot.
On their YouTube channel. But yeah, from there, you guys, free subscription with ads, and they hardly show any ads. Get in there now, and then once the ads start becoming more frequent because we get more people there, which is our goal, then go ahead and pay the $4.99 fee for no ads if you want to do that, or stick with the ads if you want. I do it with the ads so that I can get an idea of what's going on, and I have no problem with it. I haven't had an ad yet. So
that's when I get up and grab myself something to drink anyway. So, I don't mind.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, yeah, I got a minute.
Yeah.
So just come back. I mean, shoot, all the streaming channels are doing that now anyway.
Yeah. Netflix got a Prime Video
stuff. Yeah. So, no problem. And it's a free membership.
Yeah.
To come on and see the content. It's got great content. So
they got
guys, and we're really just scratching the surface with them. So I'm looking forward to many, many more years with Billy and the guys over there at Scare Network TV. So hopefully you can check us out.
Yep.
All right.
All
Let's
right, guys.
say we put this to bed.
Yeah.
And
Get the hell out of here.
and yeah,
What are we still doing?
make like birds and get the flock out of here. I don't know.
You're
I don't know what
back.
I'm doing. No, I'm not back. We're leaving.
We're leaving.
All right, brother. So yeah, for John and myself, thank you so much for watching us. Tune in next time again, 25th, for the Foo Fighters of World War II alien events. Until then, we'll see you next time on the Spirits to Spirits podcast. Bye, everybody.
Appreciate you.